You have a lot of something in your head as well. I'm guessing you have a headache. I don't know what the word for headache is in Spanish. Dolor, maybe? It's the only word in that entire sentence I don't understand. I have a lot something in the head as well. I probably would have said, pain. Okay, I did not know that. I would probably have phrased it mi cabeza instead of la cabeza because I don't know. Maybe that's incorrect Spanish, but like one is my head and one is the head. But I still understood what you meant. Super cool. I'm surprised I actually remember that much Spanish. It's been a long time. But no. It is kicking my ass. And it's happening so often now. Possessive on body parts is considered vulgar. Really? I didn't know that. Why vulgar? Actually, I could see that. I could see a smoking hot Latina using the possessive to be dirty or something. I could see that. You know? Let me think. Oh, I'm sure I could think of something dirty, but my head's not there. I used to know a bunch of curse words in Spanish. I used to know. It doesn't matter. I have got to figure out what's going on. I know partly what's wrong with my head, why I'm getting headaches. What's up, Aptris? I like the fedora, bro. I was born with a deviated septum. Like you'll notice I have a boxer's nose. It's sloped the way it is. It's because I'm missing cartilage, right? And I think that there is both the deviated septum down here. It's right about there. But I think that there's one, I feel like it's like in my eye socket or near my eye socket around this portion of the nasal cavity. I think that there's a deformation there because if I sleep too heavy, too long, if I have sleep apnea, if the room is too dry, like we're running heat because it's getting cold, I get a severe pain like back in my eye socket and it begins to radiate from there until all of my sinuses feel inflamed. And Benadryl helps some, but I've taken as much medicine as I can take at this point. Like otherwise it gets ridiculous. 2 Advil dual action, which is Motrin and Tylenol. 2 Excedrin extra strength, which is aspirin and Tylenol. And 2 Benadryl. I don't have anything else that's really going to help a headache. I do have Flonase for the nose. But here's the interesting thing. When I get these sinus headaches, Flonase makes them worse. So now I've just got a bottle of Flonase I can't use. I figured I would try it. You know, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe it'll rehydrate a portion of my... No, it won't. It won't do that. I'm going to have to do one of those weird things where you like squirt salt water in one nostril and it comes out the other or something. I don't think that would work either, but when it gets really bad, I will literally do anything to get rid of these headaches. And the problem is the medicine I take to get rid of the headache, the aspirin messes my stomach up and the Benadryl knocks me out. Like taking 2 Benadryl before I stream. I feel doped up. I feel very eepy, chat. I feel very, very eepy. It's so bad. Jesus Christ. I was like supposed to shave. Fuck it. I didn't. But yeah, I am late because when I realized the headache wasn't going to go away and that I had to take more medicine, I knew that I was going to need an energy drink, which I've been drinking way too much of them lately. So I did. I went up to the store, got a gallon of drinking water in case me being dehydrated is making it worse, and a couple energy drinks. But yeah. Played some more World War I into it for a while, but I found I have another beef with it. I have another beef with this game. Like, I want to like it more than I actually do like it because I like historical shooters. Ooh, my frame rate dropped for a second. Are you guys good? Oh man, why we had some serious lag there for a second. We all right? I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If it keeps doing that, I might reset the router or run the cable again. But the problem that I found with the game is actually understandable, like why they did it, but they need to find a way to work around this, in my opinion. And what it is if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's a World War One historical shooter, kind of modeled after Battlefield One, not as good, but it is decent. It's very realistic in the sense that you just barely wing someone, they die. You'll shoot at a pixel on the horizon, and like half a second later, you'll get a notification saying you killed someone, which is kind of cool. Also annoying when you're the one getting killed. The problem is that most of the levels, most of the fights, or at least a big portion of every single one of the maps is long range. And most of the weapons do not have sights on them. In fact, as far as I know, there are only two class of weapon, because there's like different armies. So they each have like a different rifle, but each of them have two rifles with a scope, and you're maxed out at one per each. Right? So if you go into the marksman class, you can have a maximum of 4 marksmen on your team. And then if someone before you picks the scoped weapon, you don't get it. You don't get the scoped weapon. And the reason why I find that annoying is that you may get lucky and get that weapon. You'll do exceptionally well, or at least I did. You'll start leveling it up, right? And then the very next game, the game after that, the game after that, the game after that, someone has insta-selected that particular class, and now it's more difficult to level up like the marksman class because the weapon that would help you level up the most is already taken by somebody. I found it to be really, really annoying. The only games I could get into where I could use it, with the exception of 2, were full of bots, which is another thing I didn't realize before that I'm not a fan of. Okay, so it defaults to riflemen because there can be as many riflemen in the game as possible. There's no max on it. So it defaults to riflemen. So you have to wait till you go in the game, go to the bottom, click where it says rifleman, go down to marksman, and then select your gun. Now, here's another messed up thing. So let's say I played a game with the scope, right? And I actually love the way the scopes work in this game. It feels cool. I don't know. If you go into a game and they've already taken that weapon, it's redded out. So you have to pick a different weapon in the marksman class if that's the class that you want to level up, which is fine, except the next time you go into a game, if you try to go in and get to that scoped weapon quickly so that hopefully you're the first to select it, when you go to the marksman class, it'll default to the last one you used, which is the one without a scope. So the easiest way to get the scoped weapon is to select it when you're lucky enough to select it. And when you go into a new game, if it's taken, don't play the marksman class. Play a different class. That way, at the beginning of the game, it will default to that particular weapon as soon as you hit marksman. So if you're lucky, you can click where it says rifleman, select marksman, and it'll default to the scoped weapon. But it's like you have to insta-pick it super, super fast, because it is almost whoever has the game load up the quickest and gets in, it's gone. Because it's kind of overpowered, honestly. And then the only other class that's really kind of worth it, in my opinion, I think the Mountaineer class is cool, but the Assault class, and that's because you can get a grenade, right, which is handy. But also it's the only class that has a fully automatic weapon, and there's only one, and you have to like level up to 20 to get it. So the only 2 classes I really see that are worth leveling up are the marksman class and the assault class. I will say the officer class maybe is worth playing, but I can never get it. I can never get the officer class. And the reason why the officer class is good is because you can call in streaks. You can call in like artillery and stuff on the enemy. It's a cool game, but there are some flaws. There are some actual flaws with the game that annoy me a little bit. Hey, Crimson, it's been a minute. When you get into a game and you're able to select the class that you want to select, you will have a blast. when you get defaulted into a class that maybe isn't your favorite, it kind of sucks. And there are two weapons, as far as I can tell, that are overpowered in the game. And that is the scoped weapon, the scoped sniper rifle, and the fully automatic assault weapon. They both dominate because it's pretty much a one hit kill everywhere. I mean, literally, this game reminds me of like old school Battlefield. You will see, and I mean literally, you will see a pixel, like a pixel. Oh, that's a tan pixel on the horizon. You aim at it, bink, headshot, 156 meters or whatever, which is kind of satisfying. But that's why the scope is so powerful. And that's also why the assault rifle is so powerful. You just aim blindly toward a pixel and you unload a magazine of a fully automatic weapon. And if just one lucky stray clips them, they're dead. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I have to play it more because there's like an engineer class and stuff. Yeah, I have a fucking terrible migraine. I'm battling it out. I'm trying really hard. Whew, man, I need to go to a doctor, but I don't have insurance because my employer doesn't provide it. So here, hang on a second. I'll be right back. I have a cup of coffee in the mic. Microwave. The microwave. All right, I'm back. Oh, another thing that I figured out, and pretty much just about everybody who plays the game figured out, is that the sidearms are overpowered. It's not that they're overpowered, it's that they're semi-automatic. Almost every gun in the game is bolt action, right? And if you're going to be fighting close quarters, you're going to be in a trench 90% of the time. So if you just ADS, like the pistol for the marksman class, I think has 8 rounds in it, which is weird, but it does. It has 8. So you just ADS with it and you creep through a trench and you can kill 8 people before having to reload. You know, the bolt action is way slower. You know, it's either you're loading a clip, and I mean a clip, not a magazine, a clip, because they use them, or individually loading rounds, which takes a while. Reload takes forever, but that's kind of okay. If you're somewhere where you have to quickly reload because there's an enemy there, you're in the wrong place. So, yeah, damn, I'm going to have to go back again because I left my headphones in the other room. I do enjoy the game about as much as I hate the game, which probably says that it's good. Like, I either get to like a really, really, really frustrating match where it's incredibly difficult, or I'm absolutely dominating, which I think means that there's no skill-based matchmaking, which I actually do like. I'm glad, because it means people of all like experience and skill levels can eventually have a really good, fun game where they dominate, you know? But yeah, started to play Dead Link really late last night just to see what that was like. I don't know if I like it. It's not bad, but I feel like Ultra Kill is better. The art style is amazing, but the gameplay feels like a slower form of Ultra Kill. Like you have a grapple, but it's on a cooldown. You know what I mean? Um, they have like, what are they called? Mods that you can get. And the mods are affected by certain actions, and one of them is weapon switching, which you can only have 2 weapons at a time. But you can have it so that if you just switch the weapon, you do additional damage, like toxic damage, electric damage. That's kind of cool. But like trying to get an S rank skill in Ultra Kill feels a lot more exciting. So that's unfortunate. I think I would just play Ultra Kill. I think Ultra Kill is more fun, personally. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. I have no idea what I'm doing today, by the way. I think we mentioned something late last night. That maybe the AI game that extra recommended if my headache subsides, or honestly, I don't really have one. Yeah, hang on. Let me go get my headphones because I forgot them, and I will watch your memes. Just hold tight. I was playing Monstrum. I considered trying to survive Monstrum again. That game is hard. For me, anyway. I suck. All right. All right. So there are a couple games that I do need to play sometime soon. One of which being Control for Sigourney. That's got to happen pretty soon. Might happen as soon as Thursday. Tomorrow we're all getting together and watching the remainder of Murder Drones on Discord, so that will be a lot of fun. Then today it's a toss-up. I don't want it to be a complete talking day like we had yesterday. I do need to produce some kind of content, but I haven't decided what that content is. Oh wow, we are literally starting where I left off yesterday. All the stuff that was in the window. I didn't get a chance to watch either of these. Well, I mean, honestly, yeah, I wasn't making commentary on that. Yeah, we could do that. I also need to play Subnautica Below Zero soon. Jack is owed a game. He's in here almost every day. He puts up with the fact that why is my next suggestion Dark Lust with a booty? Oh, you can't see that. Chat's in the way. Hang on. Hang on. So I listen to electronic music in the background when I'm working and stuff, right? And to try, I guess, to get people to watch more of the videos, they always have these risque. No way. My internet is trying to die. Are we good? Hang on. I'm going to do yet another thing. Maybe it'll help. Hold up. I haven't done this in a while. I've got to find the cable. Where art thou, oh cable O? Oh man, I haven't had to do this in forever. Where is it? Nope, that's not the right kind of cable. Why the heck? Oh, that's the right cable. Come here. I'm running a cable. I'm running a cable through the entire house because I'm tired of the internet being an ass. No, I don't know why it's being weird today, but it is. We have a problem though. I can't see behind the computer to plug this in. Where are you? I'm gonna knock something out. I already know. Damn it! I can't see. I'm going in, boys. I'm going in. Hang on. I can't see anything, so I'm a mechanic. Where are you? I don't remember where you are. Be there. Yep. Cable, come on. Seriously, what the fuck? Come on, there we go. This is ridiculous. Why is it so dark? Oh, Jesus Christ, why is this so difficult? Like that, no. Upside down. Come on, I know that that's where you're supposed to go. Ah! I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. Phone, now is not the time to be an ass. Jesus Christ, I shouldn't have to log in just to use the fucking flashlight. Thank you. Oh, wow. Why is it? What? No wonder I wasn't getting it. Ah. What a day this is turning out to be. What is going on? Migraine, stupid internet issues, busting out the 100-foot cable. Okay. I'm back. We made it. Woo. All right, boys, we made it. Where's my headphones? Oh, shit, they're on the... Oh. And we're back. Come on. Okay, a little bit better. All right, what's going on? What are we doing? Here, chair, help me. Okay. From Native Argentinian on Reddit, you use the indefined article los when the body part's owner is obvious in the conversation. Else you should use possessive nouns, me, to, su, mis, to clarify it. For example, me duele la cabeza is already clarified whom the head is, right? Not like in la araña está sobre tu cabeza, where I needed to use the possessive noun. Interesting. I'm going to create an under desk camera. Well, I'm not. I'm going to create one. I'm going to 3D print it, buy the glass, the sensor. No, I mean, buy one. So I'm a little annoyed. So for those that know, that have like put PCs together, move out my way, cable. For those that have put PCs together, if you stand the tower up, that means that the motherboard is at an angle, right? And so I kind of knew that and was trying to put the cable in the way I remembered it being. But the last time I did it from the opposite side. So I was trying to shove it in upside down and it was not working. I finally got it though. Oh, the head aches me. That feels accurate. Let's see why Santa went to Africa. Hold up. Why'd you go to Africa, Santa? Please don't be racist. What? Look at all the booties, man. All the booties. I'm gonna have to come up with my own, like, my own electronica, like, channel that just puts out electronica, but we don't have any booties. No booties for thumbnails. Instead, goofy stuff. All right, Spotify, what's up? Cool metal, maybe? Let's see. Oh, it's Hypocrisy. Cool. I'm just looking at examples, things it thinks I would like, which a lot of it is just Hypocrisy. Here, hang on. I don't want to kill you guys. I was in the gas station the other day. Getting on topic here. I was in the gas station the other day. And they rang me up and it was $13.42. So the guy says $13.42. And I instantly had like flashbacks standing there, right? And the guy looked at me funny and I was like, nothing, dude. It's just a band I remember from high school. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, 1342. And I thought maybe I was mistaken. I thought maybe I was tripping. So I looked it up right there while being checked out at the gas station. And yes, 1342 is like a Norwegian Black Death band. Here, 1342. Here. It's when the Black Plague reached Norway, if I remember right. Let's do this in Google. Come on. Yeah. Norwegian black metal band from Oslo, Norway. Oh, it's 1349. You're right. Okay, I'm a dumbass. You're right. Sorry, I didn't remember exactly, because I honestly never really listened to this band, except maybe a little bit in high school. But I did have flashbacks standing there, and I did look it up, and the total probably actually was 1349. 6% sales tax. So the sales tax in the store, you take 6% of the total. Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember. I know that if I play really long songs, the video that is stored on Twitch will be muted. Right? So every time I've ever had a song that was copywritten, they just muted that portion of the video. YouTube is the one that gets real weird about it. They really don't like it. Like, they give you copyright strikes automatically, which is kind of weird. But yeah, every time I've ever had this happen, and the thing is, the whatever program they use to identify the music doesn't care about the context. So if you play The Witness and you do the mountain challenge, right? There's a song that plays in the background, and you have until the end of that song to complete that section. It will all be muted. Holy crap, it's 25%. Sales tax is 25%. It's just 6% here, but that's state taxes. Well, okay. So what I would do is, if I were streaming to Twitch, right, I would save a recording on my computer. I would change the tracks. So like if you go in here, right, you see how you can have different track numbers, right? You would sort your desktop audio as one track and your, where is it? Mic audio as a different track. And then when you record a video, there will be 2 audio tracks on the video that you produce, right? And one of them will be the music over the desktop, and the other will just be you talking over the microphone. When you live stream, right, they will hear the music and the microphone audio. And the video that is stored will have both of those audios on Twitch. But then if there's a copywritten song, it will mute that portion of the video on Twitch, but you have a hard copy that doesn't have the music in the background. And the good thing about that is you can find some music that would be allowed to be played in the background, and then you can just edit in the music that's not going to get you in trouble and upload another version to YouTube with copyright-free music. It's a pain in the ass, but I know a lot of people do it. A lot of people will stream with copywritten music, but the video they put out doesn't have that. You can do this a lot. Like if you go in YouTube and you watch some streams that have been saved, you will see that they have like a ticker that shows what song they're listening to, but you can't actually hear the song because that was on a different audio track that isn't a part of the recording, or that's been deleted from the version of the recording they've uploaded, right? The only time that would really get sketchy is if you play it over speakers, the feedback through the microphone, you would still hear it to a degree. There is a trick to getting rid of that. I've never had to do it, but if you send a filter to your mic audio that is the inverse waveform of the music audio that you're playing, it will 100% cancel it out. It will mess with the frequencies and your recording a little bit, but I've never done it, but I know theoretically it's possible. That's getting into some like obsessiveness though. I don't think that extra steps really is important. Hall of the Mountain King, yeah, pretty sure that's old enough to be public domain. The performance is what's copywritten. Yep. It's so annoying because that entire section of the game is muted for me. But yeah, I can go to Twitch music policy, and we can see what it says really quick. Okay, using music on Twitch. Put simply, you should only include music in your Twitch channel if you're sure you have the necessary, rights or authority to do so. Using unauthorized music on Twitch may result in the rights holder sending a takedown request under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act or similar laws through separate contractual process. If the right holder sends Twitch one of these takedown requests against content on your channel, it can result in an enforcement against your channel up to and including account termination. So it can. But what I'll say is that Twitch only hangs on to your video for 7 days, right? I feel like you could get away with it in most cases. Yeah, so fair use. What you're talking about is fair use, right? It's really annoying because there are a lot of instances that I would believe to be fair use that are still used against content creators. That's cool. That's cool they did that. Yeah. So, you know the elevator track that plays in the background for my countdown? Here, one second. I'll show you for those that don't know. So that is allowed to be used as long as you write who it is that produces it. The problem is that oftentimes that gets torn out of my YouTube thing, like my YouTube description. It's often omitted, and it's because I forgot to put it back in after a situation happened where I messed up the description for a YouTube video. So the way Restream works, you can write one description and it'll copy paste it to YouTube, Facebook, and is it Twitter? I don't remember. But somewhere, yeah, attributes, right? It has an attributes license. The only reason why I haven't gotten in trouble for it is because I've slowed it down. I've slowed it down so that the song lasts exactly 5 minutes, which is exactly how long the countdown is for. Yeah, so you don't even keep VODs for 14 days now. It's only 7. There's a lot of issues with Twitch. There is a reason why I'm not an affiliate. The problem is all my viewers are here. Hang on one second. What? Why am I blocked on... Oh, it's the Microsoft Bimbos video. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, there are a number of issues with Twitch that I don't particularly like. Kevin McLeod, thank you. Yes, here, hang on. Docs, Restream channels. And then I will go to YouTube, edit settings. Right down here. Countdown music by Kevin Mick. Is it Mick? I'm trying to remember where the capitals go. Wow. There we go. All right. Now it's included. Thank you. And now it'll stay in there until it messes up again. If it'll update. It did. It updated. Beautiful. I've attributed him. What are we doing today, chat? What are we actually doing? Are we just going to watch memes? Man, what the fuck? Why is the YouTube stream buffering so much? 40 seconds behind. Yeah, you are a little late. I don't know. I can't actually do this. If I do this, it will just stay in history. So there is the game that Extra mentioned, the AI game. There's also Monstrum. I kind of want to try and survive again in Monstrum, but it's a bit of a nightmare. I thought I did miss a link. Hang on, Extra. I'll get to you, homie. Ah, no, wrong thing. Wait.
We're adventuring about.
Wait, did they actually make this? They had to. This wasn't in the original video. Huh. This looks like the developer, like the designer, the creator, made a separate little thing.
Nonsense! We're adventuring a bank, Pomni! Keep up!
Really good. for fan animation. Also, Crimson, I would love to. Are you going to be doing digital painting or traditional? I'm genuinely curious. I've been trying to get Apteris to make videos of his level creation because he makes amazing fucking levels. They kick my ass because I suck, but they're still fucking gorgeous. Like, I would totally watch him stream the creation of a level in Trench Broom. I think that would be a blast, right? Digital, I'm going to have to watch you because I suck at digital artwork. I'm really bad at it. I've never, ever, ever been good at it. Oh, they made a dub about robbing a bank? That's cool. So that's where this came from. I wish I could do digital art, though. I mean, I probably could if I practiced every day, but I would literally have to sit down for an hour or two every single day and just work on pen control. If I did, I probably, like, if I got Osu and played Osu for an hour a day, I probably could do it. You've been off for a while, off of it for a while. I actually have a recommendation. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I can't remember the name of the book. Let me find it. There's The Artist's Way, which is really good. Let me look this up. I can't remember the name of the book. No, okay. I might not even be able to find this because search engines suck. There is a book I found, and I remember actually looking this up after I saw the book. It might be this one. It might actually be this book. The power of your other hand, unlock creativity and inner wisdom through the right side of your brain. And I remember actually looking this up, and there was truth to it. This guy, or when I looked this up, what it basically said was that we spend so much time working with one specific half of our brain. So if I'm right-handed, I'm using the left side, right? If I'm left-handed, I'm using the right side. But that each hemisphere has its own, like, priorities, and that if you make an effort to teach yourself how to use the opposite hand, not even well, it's not about drawing well. It's about tricking your brain to think outside of the box in terms of creativity. And supposedly it really, really helps people that have art blocks. Like, they have blocks when it comes to artwork. Now, I never had an art block when I was a kid. That was never a thing. Drawing with your non-dominant hand, practicing with your non-dominant hand. When you get to a point where you don't know what to do, you don't have any good creative ideas, just make an effort to draw with your non-dominant hand for a while, and that might help to spawn new ideas that you could then perfect with your dominant hand if you wanted to. I was actually in a bookstore reading the cover of this thing, and I'm like, this sounds like nonsense. So I Googled it, and it's not nonsense. It's a thing. But there's also a book I do recommend that I read a long time ago called The Artist's Way. Very good book. This is a very, very good book. I haven't read it since I was a kid. It is kind of hokey in the spiritual sense, but it is still a very good book. It's sort of like, what is it, Tao and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance or whatever. I heard that book is good too. But yeah, I just don't have a lot of pen control, Crimson. That's a big part of it, is I don't have a lot of pen control with a drawing tablet. I never have. That's a good point. I say guitar players are this way too. People don't think about it, but if you're a guitar player and you're right-handed, you're strumming with your right hand. The musical notes actually result from your left hand, right? So you're using the right side of your brain in selecting notes and the left side of your brain to play them. Where with piano, you're selecting and playing with each hand, which is kind of super, I don't know, I think it's cool. I feel like harp players are another good example too. Very similar to piano in that you have like a rhythm with your left hand, right? And a melody with your right. I can't play harp, but Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance has a sequel book too. It was an interesting read back in school. Everyone I know that has read Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance has said that it was amazing and that it's not actually, I mean, it might help with motorcycle maintenance, but it's not like a how-to book on how to maintain your arch or Harley or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, and especially when you start getting into tapping, where you're not even relying on your right hand to strum the notes anymore. Your left hand is doing both. Yeah. Then it gets really, really, really weird because you can start doing like polyrhythms where your left hand is tapping on one melody and your right hand is strumming a different melody. If you have an open tuning on a guitar, that can be really fun to do because you just have to like kind of stay in key with your left hand and then strum open strings with your right hand, and now both are responsible for different parts of it. Anyway, we're getting lost in the weeds talking about that, but yeah, I wish my head didn't hurt so bad. It would make life a lot easier. It really would, because I don't really know what to do. Let's see, let's get Steam open. Fine, we'll do it this way. Why is it being weird? Psst, Teddy, check nay if you could, and let me know what you think of the quality is bad or okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that right now. Hang on. Polyphia is fucking amazing. That really, really good. It's not even necessarily like my favorite genre of music. It's just that it's so over. Tim Henson is one of the most ridiculous guitar players on the planet. Period. I'll try all channels. He's actually insane. Okay, I do see. Can I turn this down a little bit? Yeah. I will check your music link. So I do see some compression, especially with how dark it is. What I would say is this looks like it looks like about 6,000 kilobytes a second. Wait. Yeah, because there's some banding. I can see some banding. But it's also really dark, so it could be cheating. Like, the characters on screen look really crisp, but you can see banding. I don't know what the frame rate is. It's got to be at least 60. It's definitely not 30. But it might be more than that. It might be like 120 or 90. I've got to know. What is it? Does it say? 60, I was right. The bit rate is 4,000. That is actually amazing. 3970 is really good. This looks like 6,000, which actually gives you a good benchmark for how much better it makes the quality look. The quality, right, is 50% nicer using the AV1, codec, which means that if you say were to do this at 6,000, it would look like it was at 9,000. If you were to do it at 8,000 like I do, it would look like it's at 12,000. I think it might be diminishing returns the higher up you go, but actually really impressive looking. Man, I need to focus more on the streaming aspect. Like, there's a lot of fun streamy stuff I could do, and I've just not been doing it. I updated my Intel QuickSync media driver stack and felt the bitrate distribution was better. So yeah, I needed another pair of eyes. Yeah, I can tell you what it looks like. Yeah. Just from looking at recordings all the time, I feel like video editors probably would have an even better idea. Oh, did you see what Sony did? I don't know. You guys might not like this. I feel like of the person in the crowd, the people that I think would think this is cool is Captain and Crimson, just a guess. But Sony came out with a new digital shutter. So the way the sensor would read pixel data, it would do it one pixel at a time, one row at a time, and it would scan down, right? And because of the manual shutter, right, it affected the way the image was captured and processed. Especially considering that shutter made it so that it cuts off the sensor. Like, imagine this is the sensor. Cuts the sensor off manually, right? But now they have a digital shutter that completely cuts off the entire sensor in one motion. And they had this camera where they were capturing raw photos at 120 frames a second. Photos at 120 frames a second, because you're no longer reliant on a manual shutter, which means that it means also that, well, here's the thing. It's a huge improvement because it means that future cameras will not need to have manual shutters anymore. So the form factor will get smaller, the cameras will get lighter. As the technology becomes more commonplace, it will get cheaper. The quality of photography will go up. Okay, the reason why I thought you might like it is just because capturing photographs seems like something you would be into, because you play music, you do digital art. Photography isn't too far of a walk away from that, right? But maybe I'm projecting because my girlfriend loves photography and is stupid good at it. She's stupid good at it. She annoys me in a good way. But we'll go somewhere to capture photos, and I'll capture like 60 photographs. 2 of them will be good. She'll capture like 20 photographs. Every single one of them will be a fucking work of art. It's so annoying. So annoying. It's not fair that she's that good at it. You'd think that years of drawing would give me a good idea for composition and stuff. No.
In knives, get out, you're off the show.
Wait. Let's restart.
In knives, get out, you're off the show.
Sorry, Chef.
Because you should be working in the finest restaurant in the world.
Thank you, Chef.
Just not any world that I live in.
Sorry, Chef.
Because frankly, Drew, I'm jealous of you.
Thank you, Chef.
So confusing.
To not give a about what you cook.
Also doesn't surprise me that you like photography,
It's not
Brax.
fit for human consumption. No, this should be eaten by a higher life form with a more complex
This
palate.
poor guy.
Also an altruistic drive to save humanity from dishes.
I hate
like
food
this.
shows, though.
Joking. Not! You deserve to die! Pat your knives, get out.
Dude, I hate food shows. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, that's another thing my girlfriend does. She'll like watch the Great British Bake Off or whatever. And like, I understand why she likes it. She is an excellent cook. But from my perspective, it's just too much work to make something that's only going to taste marginally better than what I cook up in the microwave at home. In most cases, every now and then someone makes something that's fucking fantastic, but wow, dude. What sucks about this is that the size of my screen makes this Wait, is this in London? This looks like, I don't know. You guys who live in European cities, everything looks old. Oh, I can tell it's downsized. You know how I know it's downsized? Let me go to 100 here. If this were like a 30 megapixel image or greater, this thing, it would look like this. When I zoom in to full size, it would look like this. And I would have to like scroll around to go through the entire image. But it's still incredibly good quality. I wish I could afford a nice camera, man. Yeah, in fact, what is this? This is 2 megapixels, right? This is like a 2. I'm not sure how the megapixel to actual resolution works, but man, I'd love to have a nice camera, but I can't. And my thing is more about capturing video. If I could get like a really nice camera, I would want to capture 24 megapixels. Oh, it's the OG. So it's like at 10% or something. Yeah. It's not the cloudy, it's the architecture. European architecture is so different from American architecture. You go to an American city and the width of the streets is so much more than almost any European city. And it's because before it was asphalt, it was maybe a cobblestone street that was meant for like horse carriages, right? Because the cities are so old. They predate trains and cars, right? A lot of it was mostly for pedestrian, like walking. And so the streets are narrower and you have older architecture. In the US, even in older cities, the streets are incredibly wide. European streets, like, immediately notice them when I watch videos or see photos. Like, I immediately notice the difference.
Come back from a rescue. We picked up Mr. Forrest here.
Oh, yes. Nom, nom, noms.
He's in a filthy mood.
What is this? They call these gray-headed foxes, I
Called in
think.
by Colin. Colin found him low in his grevilleas this morning. So I think what's happened...
God, it is so cute. Look at those eyes.
He may have come in to feed on the grevilleas and there just simply wasn't enough room for him to take off. It was quite a small yard. So he may have hit the house. But, there's no injuries on him. See if you like another bit of none.
I'm sorry you don't have a soul, Gonk. It's okay.
There's always room for banana.
Man, it's so cute.
So he'll be in care for a little while. He's got no injuries. There's nothing at all I can find on him. Everything's working well.
I like a lot of animals that are considered scavengers or pests. Like, I love American possums, which, by the way, the opossum is the only marsupial in America.
You can go home.
But I also like raccoons a lot.
You can have as much banana as you... Oh, he's cranky. Cranky boy.
Super cute, man. I want one.
People. So he's a big old boy. He's been around the block a few times.
These guys? No. These guys aren't. The gray-headed foxes are a fruit bat. So they can identify colors because of different colored fruit that tells it whether it's a ripe fruit or not. I don't even think that these bats are nocturnal. I think these are actually, they operate during the day, unlike a vampire bat, which is nocturnal. Like a cave bat. Here in my city, can't wait for full winter to come. You live in Finland. Why would you want full winter to come? Man, that is very pretty though. Holy shit. See, it's simple stuff like this. It's literally this type of like cinematography that makes me want to have a nice camera so bad, but I'll never be able to afford one. Not a camera that I would really get excited about, you know? The kind that I get really excited about are simply out of my financial capability. I'd have to get exceptionally lucky. I also like the f value of this. Like, they're not using a 1.4 f lens or whatever. You can see it's fairly crisp, going pretty deep. Like, it has a very deep depth of field. Like, there's some blur in the distance, but it's not exaggerated like a lot of modern photographers like. Kubrick was that way. Kubrick wanted a super crisp image throughout. And I can totally appreciate that. Anyway. Though the coldest place reported today was... Jeez, dude. Yeah, 10 degrees Fahrenheit is manageable. Negative 24 is too much. That is too much. No, I'm good. I'm about to go use the restroom. We're going to come back and play something. What should we play, chat? I need your help. I need to know. What are we doing? What are we actually doing today? I should have planned something, but I didn't expect to wake up with the migraine. It kind of messed up the whole day. Oh, did I tell you I won an award at work? They wanted me to come in today to receive my reward and get a photo taken of me. I told them I was going out of town at 2. No, they're not going to give me a raise. No, the classic American... Ooh, I will. The classic American way to handle employees is to come up with pointless awards for them doing a good job, right? And then the award or reward is usually something like free pizza, a 2-liter of soda, and a gift card to Texas Roadhouse, right? They do that sort of thing so that they don't have to give raises. Every company I've worked in my field, that's what they've done. They're like, here is a gift card, like an actual greetings card that everybody has signed. We'll take your photo, we'll put it up on the wall, and then you go home. We're not going to give you a raise. What are you talking about? And what it is perfect attendance. It's just a perfect attendance award because I haven't called in or been late for an entire year. Oh, dude. Pizza parties are the go-to for your best employees in the US, buddy. That is a thing. Anybody in chat that's worked in the US knows that it's true. It is so unbelievable. Holy shit. Okay, I would just like to point out that this is a really difficult image to capture because of how dark it is. You can actually tell that the ISO or the shutter speed is set to capture a much darker image. Also, why is this building on fire? Oh, it's not. Oh, dude. Dude, did you catch it? You caught a meteor. You caught a meteor in the Aurora Borealis. 10-second? Holy shit. Holy shit. So me and my girlfriend tried to capture stars one day, and we had ours set to like 2.5 or 3 seconds. And it was considerably darker than this, but it did work, especially with their telescopic lens. The problem with the telescopic lens is if you walked too close to the camera, it would vibrate while capturing and you'd end up with a blurred image. What I want to know is why didn't your stars streak if it was a 10-second capture? Because we tried to go over, I think it was 5 seconds. We tried to go over and everything became an oval because the sky is moving just really slow. And like over 10 seconds, it moves just a hair, but it's enough to make all your stars look like ovals instead of circles. Maybe. maybe. Because that was the problem that we had was when we opened it up more, right? We started to get those ovular artifacts, which is cool, but not what we wanted. Me too, buddy. Me too. I'm going to use the restroom. I can't concentrate. I have to pee too bad. I'm going to go use the restroom. We're going to come back. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing something. We're doing something, Chad. I don't know. What are we doing? You guys tell me what I'm doing. I am at your bidding, chat. I'll be back. Hang on, chat.
Listen, Schaefer hits your theory. Otherwise, sometimes known as the voice gas.
I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you. Oh man, holy shit. What's going on, Alfred? SC2, hang on. Dude, you would destroy me at StarCraft. You and your 300 million actions per minute. Come on, bro. Extra, where'd you share your song at? Was it Discord? Nope. Maybe. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Music. Wait. Jack shared some more Ghost Runner. Wait. Boys. Where is it? Is it buried deep? Is it buried deep, chat? Alfred. Here's my city. Only good food shows are these. Wait. Oh, okay. I didn't even read the comment on this. That is so accurate. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Pat your f***ing on.
Saw it. Extra, did you share music or am I tripping? Wait, this? Yeah, we got there. It took us a while, but we got there, boys. So I'm going to have to start a podcast. Because the thing that I'm starting to realize is that I get more viewers. This is true. I get more viewers not playing games. I get more viewers not playing games. It happens every day. I peak around 10, maybe 11 viewers, at least according to my thing, right? About a half hour or 45 minutes after I start the stream, usually. So I have a fewer today, right? And then if I start to play the game, a couple people will leave right away. So like, let's say I have 10 just for the sake of math. I might go down to 6. 6 is pretty common. About 2 hours into the game, it will be as low as maybe 3. And then I'll keep 3 until the end of the game. Then there will be latecomers, like Nats or somebody will pop in. My viewership will go up to maybe 5 or 6, and then I'll conclude the stream. And I've noticed this every stream. So, yes, I do think the games are the problem, but it's not my fault, because y'all motherfuckers are the ones recommending the games. You have to recommend better games, chat. I'm sorry. You have to recommend better games. Time constraints? So, wait. That's a good point. I always start the stream with like a half hour to an hour of talking. If I were to start the game or the stream with the game queued up, do you think that I would keep those viewers in the first hour of gameplay? Do you think that would actually happen? So people can only put up with me for an hour, is what you're saying. All right. From now on, no streams greater than an hour and a half. We're not going to play any games. And I'm going to speak in a really terrible French accent. The entire stream shall be me talking like this. What I've noticed is that your little community is of great quality. Yeah, I agree. I love my little corner of the internet. I really do. The thing about my little corner of the internet is that even when I feel really bad, I want to jump on because I don't want to disappoint them. It's not that I'm worried about like viewership or making it big or any of that nonsense. I just don't want to let my friends down. You know what I mean? It's very much like 2009, you told your buddy you were going to jump online on Xbox 360 in an hour, and then when you can't, you feel guilty about it. I absolutely agree. That's the thing too, like the whole buying viewers thing is totally pointless, because if you have 100 people in your stream and only 2 of them are talking, it's dead. I do have health issues, chat, and they are starting to catch up with me. They are getting worse the older I get. I've noticed it. It does interfere with the stream a lot. 90% of the time, if I don't stream, it's because I'm sick. Yeah, I know. I have fucking great viewers, man. I do. I really genuinely do. I'm not just kissing their ass. I do. I love the people that are in my stream. No, I still have, so I still have no insurance. And I don't really have enough money to afford a checkup right now. I could maybe grief my girlfriend into paying for me to go to a doctor, but I'm not gonna do that because that would make me feel awful. She would do it though if I asked to be like, hey, I need you to like pay for a checkup. She would absolutely. Come to think of it, my mom probably would. Wait. What's okay? So first off, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I know that I didn't give active commentary while it was playing, but this is absolutely something I would listen to in the background while working. So like if probably not editing footage. That's one thing about editing footage is that you have to pay attention to audio, so you can't really listen to music. But I could see like working in Scrivener on a story, or maybe I'm in an aim trainer goofing around or playing games in my free time. I could see this playing in the background. Yeah, so that sucks. Was it a fatty lipoma? I bet it was. Was that what it was? Or a cyst? It was either a cyst or a fatty lipoma, I bet. Just a guess. My sister has had a lot of lipomas, like fatty lipoma. It's like a little fatty tumor, but they're benign. They're not malignant. You can have them removed. But they'll scare the hell out of you because you're like, oh no, there's a lump, but it's just like a clump of fat under the surface of your skin. Ooh, wait. We got so much stuff coming in. Hold up. Bolt thrower, bro. I haven't listened to Bolt Thrower in forever. Holy crap. I'm glad you're okay. My girlfriend is the only one that knows the true extent of my health issues. Maybe even more than my mom. And she does give me, I can't talk about how I feel around my girlfriend, or she gives me a lot of grief about it. I'm glad it's gone. And lumps are scary. Especially for women, because breast cancer it will ravage you. Both of my aunts died from breast cancer, and my sister has stage 4 lung cancer right now. So cancer ravages my family really bad. And if you're a dude getting up in your 50s, I know it's not pleasant, but you need to cough. You need to bend over and cough. It needs to happen. Just let it happen, Chad. Tell them to warm the lubricant beforehand. I mean, I'm making a joke, but also it's absolutely true. Don't neglect that. In fact, I'd say probably if you're over 40, you might want to... All right, let me just say that I'm kind of joking because they have blood tests for that now. So if you're a guy and you're worried about the possibility of prostate cancer, you should get a blood test, lab work done. And then if it has markers in it for the cancer, that's when you would have to... right? Otherwise, you should be good. But 50% of men, which means that half of the men in this chat right now will have issues by the time they're 50. That's a reason. And women, it's like, is it 20-something% breast cancer? Yeah, most people don't realize how common prostate issues are. Now, a lot of it is just enlargement, not cancer. And also, it is also an incredibly slow cancer for men. So like breast cancer affects fewer percentage of women than prostate cancer does men. But breast cancer is fucking scary. That shit will ravage you very fast. Prostate cancer, it can take years or even decades to kill you. It's very rare that people die of prostate cancer. They usually die with it. My mom was a geriatric nurse. She was the one that told me that. She was like, it's more likely you're going to die with it than of it. So. Is this about to be like a Hotline Miami track? I feel like it is. Testicular cancer is scarier in my opinion. I'm good on that one. So you want to know I'm actually afraid to go to the doctor. I don't like them. Not even because a lot of them are incompetent, but there's actually a very specific reason why I'm afraid. There's two actually why I don't like doctors. Two things. Number one, like when it comes to dentists and stuff, I do not want to be put under for any reason. It's one of the few phobias I actually have. I legitimately do not want to be anesthetized. It scares the shit out of me. I do not like losing control of all my faculties and relying on another human being to make sure I'm okay. That makes me deeply, deeply uncomfortable. The idea of that really, when they pulled one of my wisdom teeth, I was so afraid they were going to try and do that. They didn't, thankfully. But I was like panicking about it going to the dentist, right? And the other reason, which is a weird reason that most people probably can't, I'm self-conscious about the deviated septum. I was born with it. I've had it my entire life. But it makes me really uncomfortable because of an interaction I had with a teacher when I was a kid, where I showed off the fact that I have a deviated septum. And their automatic assumption was that I was a drug addict and that I had blown out my nose from cocaine use. Mind you, I was 15 and this teacher started grilling me about this. And ever since then, I have been super, super self-conscious about it. I'm afraid I'm going to go to a doctor. They're going to look up there and their immediate thought is that I'm a drug addict. Because most doctors automatically assume that you're in there drug seeking anyway. When I threw my back out, they refused to give me anything but muscle relaxers, even though it was an inflamed joint. It took me going over the course of 3 weeks to finally get steroids, which is what I wanted. See, I was drug seeking for steroids. I wanted some fucking prednisone. I didn't want, I don't know, oxy or whatever it was they thought I was chasing after. But yeah, I'm weird about doctors. I should go to a doctor, but I am very uncomfortable with doctors. It's just a thing with me. I don't like it. My girlfriend gives me a lot of trouble about that. She was like, you need to fucking get over it. I'm like, I know, but it's easier said than done. An Estonian doctor. Excuse me. Fucked up my grandma's hand nerves during surgery. Couldn't do anything. That is sad, man. I'm sorry. Oh, Gonk. I literally just read what you wrote, Gonk. I love you, my guy, but you're a fucking deviant. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Crimson. It's always good talking to you. You should stream more. Just stream later so that I don't have to abruptly end my stream to watch you. Oh, and I wanted to say before you got off, play around with your bitrate settings because the last time I watched you, the bitrate dropped a lot midstream, and it made it very difficult to see what was going on. It only happened every now and then. It could be that you just had unstable internet. But yeah, I didn't want to be that guy who's like in chat mansplaining bit rates. I figure you have good settings most likely, but maybe just check that. I could be wrong. I'm never getting notifications. I'm going to have to rig it up so I get notifications on my phone. Now I'm busy when I'm not on stream, so it's very likely I won't be able to show up, but even if it's just for a couple minutes to like say hello, I will. It is your internet? Okay, I kind of figured that was the case. That's why I ran a 50-foot cable, because my internet was doing it today. It was annoying the hell out of me. I could tell. That's probably why there was a 40-second delay on YouTube. Yeah, I will. I feel weird giving suggestions to people because most people hate it. It's like that video where the thumbnail was a girl with a goofy face because they had used AI to generate the girl and it looked bad. So I gave a recommendation in chat. I wasn't trying to be negative. I was giving positive criticism. Hey, this is what you can do to produce better thumbnails. And people hated it. They hated it. I still get comments. That's what this comment is. Or support an artist with real talent. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. But I'm not out there saying you should or shouldn't do anything. I'm just saying that if you are going to use AI art, here is a way to make it look better. That's it. Do with that information what you will. But for whatever reason, it annoyed the hell out of people. One dude, the satanic guy, said great advice. It's also, I'm a little overly sensitive. Like, maybe these people aren't being as critical of me as I think they are. Maybe I'm overreacting. But at least I'm able to consider that as a possibility. A lot of people won't. There's so much stuff I have to do for the stream to make it better that I haven't done too. But we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. You got to go. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a lovely day. Yeah. I do plan on doing cool stuff for the stream though. Like I'm going to animate the Teddy. In fact, I'm probably going to redesign the Assassin Teddy. It won't be a completely fresh design, just an update with some animation. So like cigar smoke, for instance. In a perfect world, there will be multiple Assassin Teddies. I have been wanting to do that for a long time. And I want actual animations. So not just like a wisp of smoke, but I keep thinking there is actually, let me show you guys something. I love this song, by the way, but I'm getting myself distracted. Have a good night. Like, I don't want to bother him. I don't want him to be annoyed. I'm going to wait till he goes to sleep. Nothing. Yeah, so there is, one second. There is Simpsons Magnum PI. There's this animation I watched. It's this. And this is way more elaborate than what I want. But I want the characters to do cool things during the transition between like scenes or during the opening countdown or when the stream ends. And every time I think about the style I want to do it in, the style of animation, I think of this damn Simpsons clip, which is way out of my league in terms of ability. I can't do any of this. But I love this so much. I love this so much. If I had a bunch of Assassin Teddies in this style doing action-packed craziness, that would be peak Assassin Teddies. But I'd have to hire someone to do it probably, because I can't. I'm not that good. But I think about this video a lot. It lives rent-free in my head, chat. I love that the couch wears sunglasses. It's so crazy. I don't know that I would do like the VHS like analog effect or use 80s music. Look, there I am, chat. I'm in there. I'm already a part of this. Hi diddly ho, chat. Hi diddly ho. What do we got here?
Humans can only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to become the first man on the moon?
I am in space on the moon. Help! I am losing oxygen. I'm gonna suffocate.
Dude. It's him like breaking character and laughing at himself. So good, dude. So good. That is so good. Oh my god. I recognize this song. I just don't remember what it's from. Is it like Three Teeth? Is it Three Teeth that did that song and it became a meme? Why did I write 3-3 like that? I did, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Three Teeth. These occult-driven industrial artists. You guys ever heard of this band? I used to be a part of a group on Facebook that the lead singer and a couple other members were also in. I didn't even know who they were until I ended up in an interaction, not directly with them. I was like in a thread that they were a part of. And someone was gushing over this band. It's Cyberpunk 2077. And I was like, who is this band? Who is Three Teeth? And I looked them up and I'm like, oh, actually kind of cool. But I like their older stuff better. Is it Scorpion? I don't remember. There was an older song that I really enjoyed. But yeah, they're really like weirdly into the occult and stuff. Succumb to fish, chat. Succumb to fish. I actually really do enjoy this though. It has 12 million views. That's fair. When she said, "Eee," love that. Oh, I don't have enough coffee, chat. What special offers we got today? Coral Island, okay. I feel like someone recommended this to me once upon a time. Let's see what special offers we have. All right, what do we got? Entropy 0. I actually like this music. Condemned Criminal Origins is very based. Oh, is this based on Half-Life? Do you have to have Half-Life 2 to play the mod? Oh man, okay, so as someone who writes, also someone who did music back in the day, and you're like always looking for cool titles and stuff, and you're trying to find interesting phrases. Like one of my favorite phrases is actually from a song, or it's not a phrase, it's just exquisite rage. Something about that is so palpable, I like. But I learned a thing that the military does when they are evading the enemy, right? When you finally get to safety, the first thing that you do is called a blood sweep. A blood sweep is where you check to make sure you're not injured, because the adrenaline will make you not notice that you've been shot, stabbed, scratched, whatever. And something about the phrase blood sweep sounded so fucking cool. Like if I were gonna make like a search, escape, evasion, reconnaissance, whatever style like military game, blood sweep would be the title. That's what I would call the game. Blood Sweep just sounds like a kick-ass name for a military-based shooting game. It just does. So just a thought. But every now and then I hear like a cool phrase, and I make a mental note. I'm like, that's cool. I like that phrase. That's a cool sounding phrase. I like that. So blood sweep is going to live rent free in my head for a little bit. What is this? I'll check it out, extra. Give me a second. A spaz 12. I probably will today. Play just a little bit of Monstrum, see if I can escape one more time. Tomorrow it will be movie night, but we are getting some interesting games, Half-Life mods that I've never heard of that actually look like a lot of fun. Entropy Zero, and what is this called? Half-Life Caged. I haven't played any Half-Life mods, so what is this weapon? It looks like it has a mounted grenade launcher. And it looks almost like an M4. Is this an M4? This would be a ring, though, on an M4, I'm pretty sure. Oh, an MP5? It doesn't look like an MP5. Hang on. Maybe you're right. Yeah, this is what I picture when I think of an MP5. Ah. It still throws me, though, because I expect the ring. I expect a forward ghost ring. Why is... Oh, End of Days. That's funny. Here, let's go to Google and look this up. Google, give me better. Under Hell. I would have never thought that you could have a mounted grenade launcher on an MP5. It feels so extra because of, I mean, it's just a 9mm. I mean, MP5s are good. There's also, what is it? The MP7 is also a smaller round, if I remember right. It's also 9mm, I think. MP7 round. The Heckler & Koch MP7 15 9x19mm. I listened to a thing with a guy. He was a Navy SEAL who got his hands on an MP7 and he thought he was going to hate it. And he said the rounds are small, so you have to be careful about where you fire to make sure that you get it confirmed. But that he loved it because it was incredibly light and very maneuverable, especially like room clearing. He said that room clearing, this was an amazing weapon. So I don't remember how he said he got stuck with it, but he did. He like got stuck with it and then ended up liking it. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and get these Half-Life mods if they're free. Like, why wouldn't I, right? There's no reason to not. Also, didn't Extra share something? Yeah. I don't want to get too far off the beaten track and neglect anybody. Here, I'll have this playing here, and I'll move Steam over.
I've been away too long, but I'm home again long after I had done what I'd done. What's become of them? I thought their souls were gone. Something's wrong, so I need to put an end to everyone.
I'm gonna wishlist it, and when it goes on sale, I'll get it because both of them are $10. any kind of sell means that it's probably going to be $5 or less, which I would be cool with. So with Half-Life Caged, I need Half-Life 1. What about with Entropy Zero? Man, I feel rough. Man, I wish I felt better. You know what? I will be right back. You know, I'm gonna do what my friend Jordan recommends. So my friend Jordan is, I don't want to call him a bodybuilder. He does do bodybuilding, but he doesn't like compete or anything. Bro is the strongest human I've ever met in person. Insane. He did leg presses. This actual bodybuilder was like, bro, the reason why you're not getting bigger is because you're not pushing hard enough. And so this actual bodybuilder really, really pressured Jordan into pushing himself. And I don't remember the exact count, but he did, I'm pretty sure it was 1,100 pound leg presses 80 plus times. Can you imagine pushing off with your legs 1,100 pounds 80 plus times? He said he did that. He couldn't do it anymore. He rolled out of the machine and vomited everywhere. But that's like how strong this motherfucker is. He is nuts. And he is natural. He did, once upon a time, try to use test, but it messed with his mood and stuff. So he stopped. And he just decided, I can't be as big as a person on test. I'm just going to have to accept that that's never going to be the case. So he gave up on doing that. And what he does is he keeps a gallon jug of drinking water, and he drinks 1 full gallon of water every day. That's how he makes sure he stays hydrated. If he doesn't finish the bottle, he didn't drink enough water. So when I was at the store today, I was like, man, I wonder if I'm dehydrated. Drinking water out of a bottle does not have any sodium chloride in it. Doesn't have any fluoride or anything like that. Good morning. Oh, this is wish listed, but it's $20. Yeah, we've already checked this out. I too love dihydrogen monoxide. Oh, they are. But this is alongside his meals, so he gets most of his salt and electrolytes from his meals. If that makes sense. Yeah, if it ever goes on sale, I'll get it. But yeah, he eats like a lot of baked chicken and rice with salt. So he gets salts. He gets plenty. He's hardcore about diet. If I were to call him up, I could have him break down what he eats in a day. He'll tell you exactly how many calories, exactly how many proteins, exactly how many electrolytes, exactly how much water. He'll tell you what he's working on in the gym that day. Is it leg day, chest day, shoulder day, whatever. He's nutty about it. But that's why he's also like the strongest human being I know. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. What is this?
Dehydration check. To see how dehydrated are you have to squeeze your fingertip right here, and if it goes back down, you're hydrated. If you squeeze it and it stays up like this,
oh shit. No way.
Skin pinch or skin...
No way. Hold up. So like, right? Pinch it up. Hold, 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 hold. See it? I'm fucking dehydrated. I'm actually, that makes so much sense. Oh man, I have kidney problems too. That is, so like on my right hand, it almost didn't keep. On my left hand, it kept perfectly. So I'm dehydrated. That explains a lot when it comes to my headaches and stuff. It's because of coffee. Coffee actually dehydrates you. So even though I drink a lot of liquid, I'm not drinking a lot of water. Huh. So what I need to do is get up in the morning, do that test, drink water, do that test maybe an hour later, see if it's still doing it, and continue to drink until it stops doing that. And then I know I'm hydrated for the day. In before I pee myself on stream chat. How can I be in before I pee myself?
Skin turner test. The more hydrated you are, the more elastic your skin will be, and it will bounce back immediately after pinching it. If you're dehydrated, the skin loses elasticity and it takes a while to return to normal, and it's more likely to tent up.
Dehydration.
Believe it or not, pee comes out sterile. It can have toxins in it, but it comes out sterile. There's not like any bacteria or anything in it that will hurt you. It's when it sits that it grows that bacteria. So if you're like a soldier on the battlefield, it will help you stay hydrated for a while, but eventually the toxicity in it will build up and you'll just be poisoning yourself. Thank you, Bear Grylls, for drinking your own pee out of a snakeskin. I appreciate you teaching me that, even though your videos were mostly bullshit. You know, the guy that actually wasn't bullshit? Hang on. This guy, Les Stroud, he went without a crew. It was him and camera equipment. Okay, so Bear Grylls lied to me, chat. Bear Grylls lied to me. You can thank Bear Grylls for that information. You're welcome. Anyway. This guy didn't go with any camera equipment. Les Stroud didn't. Or he didn't go with a crew. He went by himself. And every shot he got, he had to set up the cameras for it. And there was one where he was in like the Canadian wilderness that he had to hike out to a highway, right? He had to hike out to a highway because he got sick. He only had one soda on him. That was like the entirety of his caloric intake. It was going to kill him and he knew it. And for the beginning of that episode, right, he was setting up all his camera equipment to get the shots. And about halfway through the video, he said, the shots are going to get worse from here on because I can't backtrack to recollect my equipment every time I'm too ill. I can't do it. So I'm just going to keep the camera on me and record me as I go instead of setting it up to capture better shots because I physically cannot. And that's when I knew that he wasn't full of shit. That he really was doing that stuff. And you could tell this dude was not healthy. I hear that Outdoor Boys is great. I've heard that. Yeah. Yeah, the guy is really a really nice guy. I can't remember his name. But I found out about Outdoor Boys on iFunny, this guy.
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and I'm deep in the Alaskan mountains. I'm crossing glaciers, hiking through deep snow, hunting for rock ptarmigan, seeing the northern lights, and camping in one of the most beautiful survival.
He just seems like such a heartwarming guy, right? Just wholesome. I've been watching the Garand Thumb videos in my free time. He was an old SEER trainer. Like combat survival, urban evasion, combat evasion and stuff. He is kind of LARPing, to be honest. But it's still very interesting. I watched this entire video. It was very entertaining. He, of course, does like stuff, takes creative license, you know, does shots with sound effects and shit. But he was an actual SEER trainer. So he's not making the stuff up. It's stuff that he has actually trained soldiers to do. And I found it really interesting. I actually thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Dude, you know some asshole is the reason that happened. You know there was somebody who was just awful in chat. Get rid of these. This is some ordinary gamers installing Arch.
Okay, they'll just tell you.
I didn't know what it was. He said I thought he was going to do Gen 2. I actually thought he was going to install Gen 2. Or maybe like a BSD. Which actually, to be fair, anybody who has installed like free BSD, it's not hard at all. I actually think old school Arch is harder than installing free BSD, but it's very similar. Gen 2 I've never installed because you have to like compile everything from source, and I suck at that. I've never done it. I might do it one day just for shits and giggles, but I've never done it. Truanus. What? I don't know what that means. Welcome to the open source. Oh, true NAS. Where Sigourney was speaking Spanish earlier, my brain immediately. I've never used this. Oh, it's based on FreeBSD. Ah, okay. It's also using OpenCFS, which is cool. I've never used CFS. On my Arch distribution, it's BTFS. Pretty sure. I can maybe find out, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I didn't know it was BitTorrent. I didn't know it had anything to do with BitTorrent. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm correct. Ah, I'm an idiot. It's BTRFS. This is what it. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think it has anything to do with BitTorrent. Yeah, it's this guy. The last time I installed Arch, I used this, and I haven't noticed anything particularly special about it. It works fine. It's a computer storage format that combines a file system based on a copy on write principle with a logical volume manager, not to be confused with Linux's LVM, developed together. BTRFS is intended to address the lack of pooling snapshots, checksums, and integral multi-device spanning in Linux file systems. I used my current setup doesn't have it. Everybody hates NTFS. My current setup doesn't have it, but I was using Snapper, not to be confused with Snapped. But I was using Snapper to keep like backups that I could roll back to in Linux. There's also another one called like Time Machine or something I've never used. But I actually found Snapper to be annoying. I ended up giving up on it. I didn't install it on this last one because I didn't really need to backtrack that much. If I did, I could just do a fresh install. It got fucking worse. My server uses Unraid, which is a paid, but I did the decision before TrueNAS came with Linux version. Latest Unraid version has ZFS and works nicely. I've also started using Proxmox recently for my firewall host and home automation stuff. Yeah, you guys are all nerds. Like, I'm a beginner to intermediate, like, Linux user. I fucking forgot that it was BTRFS, for Christ's sake. You guys are like, yeah, I use TrueNAS, and, you know, like, I don't know. So I definitely don't think it's a flex that I installed FreeBSD. I don't think that's particularly advanced at all. I actually will say, though, I love FreeBSD's package manager. That was like one of the first things I liked about it, was like, oh, wow, I actually really like this package manager. And it's just called package, I think, PKG, if I remember right. It's been a while since I used it. But there is sort of a lack of software when it comes to FreeBSD if you want to do anything fancy. If you want to get fancy, you have a lot less software than Linux. And there are fewer eyes on it, so if there's ever a security hole, it doesn't get patched as quickly as it does on Linux. But their logo is cooler. Who doesn't like a little demon? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm not a jack of all trades, Chad. I just have ADHD. That's what it is. I'm interested in literally everything. And so I scratch the surface on everything, but I don't get really good at any particular thing. I'm actually less good at Linux now than I used to be. When I was going to college the first time for information security, I used a lot of Linux knowledge that I don't use anymore. I did a lot more scripting, for one thing. I had automation scripts for fucking everything. Like everything. Even like really weird, complicated stuff. Like, I'm sure I've talked about Cloak and Dagger, which was a bash script that I wrote that set up, it was like Tor, proxy chains, and a number of tools that would allow you to find vulnerabilities in machines and then exploit them. And it was because I didn't know Metasploit was a thing. I didn't know what Metasploit was. So I was hand coding my own tool to anonymize the machine then scan other machines for potential vulnerabilities, open ports and the like, and then capitalize on those. Yeah, I'm not as interested in cybersecurity. I'm not. The reason why I'm not is because I don't want to work for the government. I don't want to be the next Edward Snowden. I don't agree with a lot of the things that they're doing politically, so I couldn't do that and feel guilt-free. And the other thing is, I have a record. It may be technically gone now, but if I were to ever get like a government contract or something, it would most likely prevent me from getting good jobs. I just don't want somebody digging through my entire life to see if I'm qualified to do a particular job. I'd rather be vaguely anonymous. I don't want to have to be on the radar. You know, my brother Mark went down that rabbit hole, and it's a very invasive lifestyle. You know, when 9/11 happened, for instance, he literally was like snatched up and sent away for 3 weeks without his family knowing. And it's just not my vibe, man. I'd much rather make games, develop software, do artsy stuff. I'd rather have a job where I'm not going to feel guilty about the things I did that day or have to deal with some bureaucratic government bullshit. Just, you know, that's why I kind of fell out of favor with it. Because the only way that you're going to get to do the really cool rooting stuff is either do it illegally, do it freelance, or do it for the government and military. You know what I mean? Also, I'm way out of date. I'm way out of date on a lot of that stuff. I haven't used any of those tools in ages. It's probably been probably about 2016, 2017 was the last time I loaded up Metasploit. Ah, that's a lie. I don't remember the name of the application, but there was an application I used that allowed me to do a thing that was a little bit gray. I'm going to be vague about that. I'm not even gonna talk anymore about that. I don't want to get in trouble for something I did like 7 years ago. So way out of date, not right. About real production environments, would have to go to courses and stuff. Well, that's why I wanted to go back to school. I wanted to go back to school just so that I'm forced to work in that category enough that it eventually, I don't know how to express it. No, I'm not. I'm actually not going to say, because what I did is a bit sketchy, and I don't want that to come back to bite me in the ass. That would be stupid. It's like, who is that guy that accidentally copied his entire hard drive to the machines that he hacked, and that's how he got caught? I can't remember that guy's name. But I'm not going to do anything that's going to bite me in the ass. I will say it's not actually that big a deal. I didn't zero cool into a bunch of systems or anything. But I also don't want to get in trouble, so. In fact, I think I've already vaguely spoken about it once upon a time.
The team at Hacksmith Industries.
I think I've already spoken about it once before. I think we already had a conversation about it at one point.
The team at Hacksmith Industries, building the world's brightest outsized flashlight.
Now, I will say when I was a kid, I did a bunch of stuff that was technically illegal, but I also was 11 or 12. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to maybe another track or two, and then I'm going to spend maybe an hour sneaking around Monstrum. Maybe I'll get lucky. An hour, hour and a half. We can still talk. I'll just be trying to get away from monsters. Because I haven't played any games at all this week, and I need to not do that. Yeah, I think information security is really cool. I do think that hacking is cool. I think it's a cool thing. How did you know my high school nickname? Oh, you're leaving in 5 minutes? See, this is what I mean. As soon as I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna boot up a game and play it, Extra's like, all right, I'm out. Oh, do we have the same nickname in high school? That's cool. I'm talking about Extra. What is this from? Isn't the Zomboss from Plants vs. Zombies? Yeah, Dr. Zomboss. He's a little bit RNG. If you can win probably 90% of the time, but there is like 10% of games where he feels unbeatable. Like it can be difficult, but you can beat him almost always. Every now and then, it's like you roll bad and it just kicks your ass. Oh, rocket jump waltz? I thought we were talking about the rocket cock waltz. Confused. In Estonia, the mall I was staying near had its admin name embedded to all the links. Admin page was also stored in admin. I wonder how strong their passwords are. It's probably password. It depends on what the requirements are. If it's one of those that's like at least 6 characters, 1 capital, 1 lowercase, 1 number, and 1 symbol, it may still be difficult to get into. If it's only got a 6 character, right? If it's a minimum of 6, you know the password probably is 6 characters, and it wouldn't take that long to brute force. As soon as it becomes 8 characters, it's a problem. But you wouldn't be surprised. Most people would be surprised how many systems are behind either the username user, the username admin, or the username root. Like, there are a lot of systems where it's literally admin, password, root tor, something like that. Like, it's super common. And it's not illegal to use nmap on machines, but that's another thing you can do. You can nmap machines just to see what's open, and you immediately begin to understand, like, oh, this person's using SSH or RDP, or maybe it's running a web server, and then you launch the web page that web server is running, and maybe that helps you with intelligence gathering, or maybe you find a weakness in the back end of that particular website or whatever. ISPs can get alerted and warn you to not nmap machines. Hacking a machine I get, but nmap isn't really hacking. You're just scanning ports. That's weird. Is that a unique thing to Finland? Because I don't think that there's anything illegal with scanning ports. It's when you begin taking advantage of those ports. Like, oh, they're, running SSH. What can I do with this? So I had a situation occur where I was being scanned by a Chinese IP, and I had an application that alerted me to me being scanned. So I reverse looked up the IP. I found its location. I found the exact IP address, of course. And when I scanned that IP address, I found that it was a web server running RDP. So it had like 80, 80, 80, and 14 something. I don't remember what RDP runs on. But you could literally like log into the remote desktop protocol and be presented with a Windows XP login prompt. And I got that far. I saw that. And I just knew that it was going to be something like admin password. And so I just left. I didn't go any further. Because I was like, at this point, I haven't really done anything illegal. As soon as I log into this machine, the legality becomes hazy, right? But here's the thing. That was not the attacker. The attacker was not on that server. That server was a web server that someone else had found, and they had found probably the same vulnerability I found, and they were using that as a launch off point for further attacks. because if you actually navigated to the site, it was like a web page for a small restaurant in some area of China. Is what it was.
Next, the hammers are terminatored. And
Oh, I saw this the other day.
Before any of them create a time paradox.
Yeah,
Then it's off to a nice, safe, cooling dip. And oh my god!
So there used to be. So I've never used HackerOne, but there used to be, what is it? hackthisSite.org. I did all the challenges on this site once upon a time. The only ones that I didn't really do was you're actually allowed to hack this website if you find a vulnerability and take advantage of it. They give you the label or like the badge delete if you're able to do that. I never did that. I never got that far. But I completed like all of the challenges. All of these were done, I think, except some of the steganography I didn't finish. I'm pretty sure that was like the only one I didn't get all the way through, but I did everything else. Oh, no, it was steganography and some of the Irk ones I didn't do. But I did all the others. Then there was another one called, was it Hellbound Hackers? HBH? Yeah, it looks way different now. But Hellbound Hackers used to have a whole bunch of things that you could do too, like timed challenges and stuff. And my favorite were rooting challenges. They had a whole section on rooting challenges. Rooting was the thing that I liked to do. When it came to like hacking stuff, I wanted to get root access to a remote machine. I didn't want to deface a web page. I don't care about that. I want to be the admin on your computer. That was what I liked. That was what I thought was fun. So I completed all of the rooting challenges they had back in the day. It was so much fun. Holy shit, was it fun. But I have never done HackerOne. I've never even gone to this website. I don't know how it works. Oh, HackerOne, this is where you can actually get jobs, right? You can actually get jobs where you look for vulnerabilities on a website, and it's like a bounty program. Is that right? Not prawn. Why did I click this, chat? Why did I click this? Why? I read a thing that was notprawn.com/notprawn, and I thought it will be okay to click this on stream. Why? Why did I think that was okay? Also, why does HackerOne have a message for me? What? Oh, no, I don't want to speak with an expert. Thank you, though. I mean, thank you for not being an ass. You could have taken advantage of me there, chat. Wait. David Munich, the guy who made Superland, made this page? That is really cool. Yeah, it does kind of get me excited thinking about it. Hacking is cool, man. I don't care what anybody says. Hacking is fucking fun. It is a lot of fun. But it's sketch. It's so easy to get in trouble. And the people that you would work for, like, that's the thing. I don't like the potential employers when it comes to being a professional hacker. Whereas, like, if I start a small game development studio, I can make a living. I can do things that are creative. I can flex my programming chops, you know. And I can be my own boss. But yeah, if I really wanted to go that route, like if I really, really wanted to be a professional cybersecurity guy, I would try to get a hold of my brother because it's what he did. In fact, I think my brother is maybe responsible for the creation of Tor to a degree. So my brother, when he worked for Naval Intelligence back in the day, designed a like a protocol that would allow different assets on the battlefield to communicate anonymously and with encryption that was almost impossible to break. And I didn't think about that until years and years later because he had told mom, I think it was, that the systems he had designed would have made him millions of dollars in the private sector, but because he did it for the Navy, it was the Navy's property. The Navy developed it, not him, and he didn't get anything out of it. I don't know that that's true, that it has anything to do with Tor, but the description he gave my mom was basically a description of Tor before Tor was popularized. This was years and years and years ago. So he may not have directly come up with Tor or whatever, but he created a predecessor maybe that was later programmed, like, you know, two people come up with the same idea. Me. Hang on. I've moved OBS around. Is the spirit in my house? Ouija board slides to yes. Me. Great. Your portion of the rent is 650. It's 2 in the first month. You know what I like? That video where the guy's like playing with the Ouija board and he was like, is there a spirit in this house? And it goes to no. He's like, somehow I feel you're not telling me the truth. I'm going to see if I can find that. Wait. Yeah, I love Luigi boards. Hang on. I spelled Quicka board. Also spelled board wrong. Why can't I type today, chat? Videos. Let's see if it'll find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Bummer. Let's see what this is. Reminder, don't forget to empty your recycle bin. Oh, God. Oh, God, dude. Would this work on Windows? Is RM the same thing in Windows? Okay. I don't know what it is in Windows. This is such a useful command, though, minus the user/bin, obviously. Still dehydrated, chat. I also have to pee really bad. Also check my previous statement, okay? Luigi board. Was checking my networking reports out of curiosity. Last month, over 5 terabytes transfer total. Month before, 10. Wait. So are you running a server from home? You are, right? So you're not like paying for a server somewhere in the cloud and then running services off of that. You're actually running it off of something at home, right? Like in the United States, if you try to run like a big website off a server at home, you have to apply for like a business account with whoever your internet service provider is. Otherwise, they get real weird about it. They don't like it. If it's a small web page, that's one thing. But if it's like a big website with a lot of through traffic, you have to be very careful. You can get in trouble for that. You'll just lose your internet service, most likely. But I met some American cybersec students and teachers on my trip. They were from Washington. I got their contact information, said that if I ever were going to Washington, that I should hit them up. All right, have a good night, Extra. You stuck around longer than I expected. I'm going to go pee. I'll be back. Listen, I don't mind drinking water, but having to pee every 10 seconds sucks. Wait. We talked about school systems and military. The teacher was really eager and talked to me about Americans lacking patriotism. So here's the thing when it comes to American patriotism, because I am actually patriotic. The problem is that people have begun to confuse supporting their government with supporting their country. That those have, for whatever reason, they've been glued together. And because of the divisive nature of politics in the United States, like you either support Trump or you absolutely hate him, right? There's not really very many people in the middle. The left also has a lot of social issues that are concerning to them, like LGBTQ and gender neutral bathrooms and things of that nature. And so they think of a lot of Americans as being racist, homophobic, transphobic. People on the right think that the left is getting too caught up in woke politics and that they're sort of not seeing the forest for the trees and that there's bigger, more important things at stake. But also because of their religious background, they think that the LGBTQ are bad people. They think the woke are bad people. And so the problem is that Americans have begun to hate Americans, but they have begun to hate Americans because politicians are taking advantage of the division in order to secure a base so that they can get votes and donations and blah, blah, blah. Once you start to realize that the average American is actually super nice, like really, really friendly, will help you. If you were a foreigner and your car broke down on the side of the road, I would not be at all surprised if some dude with a Confederate flag hanging out of the back of his truck would pull over and help you fix your tire or add water to your radiator or whatever. It would not surprise me at all. And from the outside looking in, you'd think that person would be racist, but 99% of the time they're not. And so as somebody who's like been all over my home country, I can tell you most people are fucking great. And so I'm patriotic because I know that the American people are fundamentally good. They might disagree on what it means to be good. They might have different ideals about what good is, but they are genuinely trying to be good, compassionate, caring, ethical people, right? The government is not. The government is bad. I'm sorry. I didn't support the wars in Iraq or Afghanistan. I was tired of seeing my friends from high school getting shipped over there and never seeing them again. You know what I mean? But that wasn't their fault. They believed that what they were doing was for the good of their country. So at the time, I didn't really support the troops because I got locked in that mentality of conflating, the American people with the government. But now that I'm older, I'm like, no. I 1,000,000% support those troops. And I 1,000,000% support the American people. And I think that we have a lot of really good ideals. Being a melting pot founded on rule of law and democracy is great. It's a great idea. The problem is that the government has made it so that it's really, really hard to support any of the bigger things that are going on. Like, I don't think we should be getting involved with the situation in Israel. I don't think the same as I don't think we should get involved with Ukraine. Right? Now, I'm not an expert on foreign policy. There may be good reasons to do that. But policing other nations should not be our priority. We should not be doing that. I prefer a much more isolationist direction when it comes to how America interacts with the world. Yeah, that's the thing too. If you were to take I'm going to be cliche here. If you were to take a blue-haired lesbian out of San Francisco and drop them in the middle of Harlan County, Kentucky, which is as backwater as it gets, right? They would be surprised how nice those people are, right? They're completely diametrically opposed. You're talking about religious conservatives who go to church every Sunday. And then, gender neutral woke lady from San Francisco, completely divergent when it comes to politics. If they just are even mildly respectful, they will get along fine. Oh yes, I know we're very involved in Israel. really, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole though. I had that conversation before where it's very, very difficult to be critical of Israel. It's dangerous to be critical of Israel because it's too easy to be called anti-Semitic, if I'm going to be honest. You know, that's another one of those things where they're conflating two things. Like, just because I don't support a particular government and the things that they do doesn't mean that I hate the people, you know, that live there. Those aren't the same things. So, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm not gonna talk anymore about that. But no, that's I understand where they're coming from. It does feel like patriotism is at an all-time low in the United States, and it probably is, actually, really sadly. Hannah Montana, damn it! Shut up, Hannah Montana. I forgot this video was queued up. Oh man. All right, hang on. All right, Killing Floor. Man, do you guys know any good competitive shooters that aren't battle royales? And that isn't CS:GO. Like I play Titanfall occasionally. I play Assanzo, which is pretty nice. Yeah, see CS2. That isn't CS. That isn't Counter-Strike. The reason why I don't like Counter-Strike is because I like having aim down sights on weapons that aren't snipers, right? I like that. I thought about going back and playing Battlefield 1. Last good PvP shooter I enjoyed was Ghost in the Shell First Assault. It's shut down. That sucks. Peter is the guy that made videos from Appalachia. Oh, yeah, Peter Donatello or whatever. Hang on. I think that's who it is. Check earlier message. I can't remember his last name. Santinello, that's right. Yeah, he really does. Like, whether you're watching a thing on East LA or which one is it? The one where he was in Kentucky. Let's go to his channel.
What a different America.
Yeah, I think this is it.
If I cruise up
I think it's this one.
That's a good idea. Ask the question.
Okay, this looks like Williamsburg. This might be Williamsburg right here. Hang on. There was another one, maybe. There was one where he was super, super, super close to where I live, like scarily. He was in the town I live in. He was legit in the town I live in. And it bummed me out because I love this guy. If I had known that he was here, I think it's this one.
Did you have a rough upbringing? Is that why you got into drugs or come through to the other side?
Yep. This is really close to where I live. Where this is. I recognize this painting. Let me see.
Did you have a rough upbringing?
Yep.
Is that why you got into...
Yeah, it's crazy how close he was. Like I could have driven maybe 20 minutes and met him if I wanted to. Yeah, I did kind of dox myself a little bit. You'd still have a hell of a time finding me, but yeah, kind of. So that's I actually didn't want to close that because I want to explore this video at some point. All right. Helsinki is way bigger though. So in the county I'm in and the next most populated county that's right next door, the combined population is about 168,000 people. So you start whittling it down, you're going to find me, unfortunately. Yeah, 20 minutes is next door where I live. if you're 20 minutes away, it takes me 20 minutes to get to work. So, my mom, once upon a time, worked a job where she had to travel for an hour in her car to get to work. And I know a lot of people who make city commutes who are jumping between buses and trains and stuff for well over an hour. Yeah, but people don't realize that, like, if you live in Britain, for instance, what you think is a long time, like if you were to say, oh no, I'm 2 hours away, I'm nowhere near there. Where we live in America, we'd be like, what are you talking about? You're not far at all. 2 hours? That's it? Midwesterners will brave an 11-hour drive to get somewhere. You know? You live in Texas. You know, just to get from one side of Texas to the other side is longer than it would take you to get across Britain. So we have a fucking huge country. People don't realize that. But it's totally skewed our understanding of distances compared to other countries. The way you think about it is the 50 states of the United States, imagine them being smaller feudal countries in Europe, and you'll have a better idea of what it's like to live here. Oh man, I forgot how sensitive this game is. I'm definitely gonna die. I already know. Hang on. Did it reset this? It didn't. Bring it down. Yeah, like when I take my sister to her appointments, that's a 2-hour drive. If you include like stopping for gas and stuff, it's a 2-hour drive to get there and a 2-hour drive back. Oh, there's a trap there. What floor am I on? Deck 5? Hang on, I'm gonna have to turn this down because how bright it is. I've already told you this, but I'm having a fun checking out Treat Stream one night. Food delivery service for streamers paid by viewers? No way. Out of curiosity, I started looking at the HTML and they embedded JavaScript in there with the locations. Oh, you did tell me that. You told me that. I remember. Was that the monster? The monster just spawned? That's one thing I don't like about this game. Is you have to position yourself perfectly, because if you don't, it will move you with the door. I'm already scared, chat. I mean, to be fair, it is a few cities away. I need to trigger this so I don't get stuck later on. Yeah, so here's the thing. What is through these? Okay, I remember. I don't know what monster it is. But, yeah, I suck at this game, so I'm definitely gonna die. And probably not too long after I start playing. I feel like it's the ghost guy. Although the yell earlier makes me think it's the brute. Is that what it's called? Oh, I'll take the cup. I know it sounds weird, but my finger is sweaty and it's annoying me. It feels like it's slipping on the keyboard. Oh yeah, I remember this room. There's never anything in here but a note. I haven't seen the other pair. Yeah, I've read that already. I'm never going to beat this one, man. Mostly because I take too much time wandering about trying to find stuff, if I had to guess. I probably... Okay, that would be 3 breakables. I probably should try to make an effort to go down, get to the engine room, and collect stuff. Now, I'm not running because I don't know what monster it is yet. That doesn't look good. I think it's the ghostly guy. I do. I think it's the ghostly guy. Now, we have to find... We have to find the engine room, which is a pain in the ass. Nope. I don't know how many times I've died to those things. I honestly do not remember how to get to the engine room. I don't remember how low it is. I know its location is kind of random. I feel it's back where I came from, honestly. I feel like it's this way. The last time I checked, it's kind of weirdly positioned under where the bridge is. Doesn't mean it's always there. It just seems to be the case. Have a good night, Captain. I'm only going to play this for a couple minutes. See how far I can get. I'm not really stressing about finishing it tonight. I'll probably get off around... That's not good. 6 p.m. I think the monster's over there. I think it's the ghost guy. He's found his way down here, I think. I'm gonna go deeper. Yeah, I need to go back the way I came from. 'Cause I think this way is gonna be where the engine room is. I don't hear big footsteps, and I don't hear skittering footsteps. Yep, found the engine room. Wow, I am so lucky. Alright, I got a fuse. If I can find, yeah, the phone system. I gotta put a fuse in this, but this will allow me to distract the monster. How do I... There it is. Right, then we turn this on. Then if the monster shows up, I can use this to call and distract it, hopefully. Thing is, in the time that I'm down here, it will absolutely show up here. And if I get trapped on these lower levels, it will fucking get me. That's the annoying thing. Because there's only a handful of ways to get back up, especially when you get to the lower levels. And the fiend or whatever is the one that will actually physically lock you up. If you look at it, you'll get those like purple tendrils. I'll take a second flashlight, why not? Yeah, there's never anything in there, but at least I can hide if I need to. I keep doing that. How many? Oh, I have 2 spaces. All right, what is this? Welding kit. Oh, wow, I found the welding kit. That's good. I think the monster is getting nearby. Yup. It's over there. Fuck. It's Mr. Blinky Blinky. Oh, I can't jump that. That's weird. I hate this game. This game scares the shit out of me, chat. I don't hate it, but it makes me nervous. For real kind of nervous. Glow stick, sure. I don't need any more smashables. At least I now have a good idea how to get to the engine room. I'm able to get down here fairly consistent and fairly quickly. I was really hoping for something else more useful. Do you guys hear it? I hear the monster music. Or something like the monster music. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it sounded like the monster music was gonna start. The fiend music or whatever. Yeah, that wah, 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 wah. I think I found everything I can find in the engine room. I'm gonna get the fuck out and go to the opposite side of the building if I can. Ah, it scared the shit out of me. I'm gonna get up to the bridge and check there. Yeah, no, I'm not staying in these hallways, especially if it is the fiend, because if it maintains eyesight on you for a long time, it can do weirdness. Shit, I'm gonna have to go up, Gas, damn it. Hang on. I keep doing that. I need to throw that. What is that? Radio? Fuck, radio is good, man. Alright, so lighter. This guy, very useful. All right, good. We're going up. Wait, is it the hunter? It might be the hunter, chat. That sounded like the hunter skeetering along, like in the vents. But the lights flickering told me that the fiend was likely near. Maybe I'm wrong, because there are some lights that just flicker on their own. All right, we need to go all the way up. All the way up to the bridge. It's like deck 7, I think, or deck 8. Now this is usually when we first encounter the purple guy, if he's around. All right, there's often something over here. No, let's close this just in case. And no, don't lock it. I actually need to leave one door open if possible. I'm not going to listen to that. It's just too jarring and loud. I'm going to check, Damn, there's actually nothing in here. Oftentimes there's something here. Oh, egg timer. That's very useful, but I have to get rid of the smashables if I'm going to do that. This needs to go to the submersible. You know what? I already have a flashlight, so it should be okay. I need to get to security. Which means I have to watch out for that camera. It's going to look at me here in a second. I can't hear it, though, which is really weird. Oh, it's coming. Oh, this is the wrong place. Fuck. Where's security? Is it lower? Oh no, it's out here. I didn't open that. Is that it? Was there an update or something? Is it just me, or is the ship totally different from how it's always been before? Oh, okay, no, it just didn't load in. Another gas tank, which I need. I need 2. Fuck, but I can't carry 2. Which is it for? The gas tank's for the heli, right? Well, I know it's here, so I can come back for it. Okay, so I need to go down and get to the helicopter. There's security. I don't have another fuse, though. There's usually like a smashable or something over here. Yeah. And there's never anything in the drawers. But the monster is nearby here. Fuck you! Fuck you! I'm out! Fuck you! I knew it. I knew it. Well, he doesn't know where I am. Actually, I think the egg timer worked. I think the egg timer worked. I think that's the reason why I survived that interaction. No, I can't go that way. I can't go that way because that's where the blinky light was. It's on this level somewhere. I gotta keep looking down. Need to get to deck 5 so I can go out where the helicopter is. Up this way. Looking for blinky lights. I think it knows that I've gone in this general direction. But the lights will start blinking when it gets closer. Okay. Oh, did I just spit? Wait. Oh, I need the fuel pump, I guess. Hang on. I thought I had both the gas tanks. Oh, no. I left one of them. I left one of them on the fucking bridge or whatever. I'm looking for blinky lights. Okay, I don't hear the music, which means he's not on this side. Which is good. He's not on this side, but I do not want to be stuck down below for too long. Yeah, he's getting closer. I don't see any blinky lights, but I can make my way to the opposite side, maybe? Oh, I need a fuse. Oh, I do not want to be down here. Fuck, I need a fuse for this room too, son of a bitch. Where did my radio go, by the way? I had a radio. Fuck, I hate that he's close. Wait, the music stopped, so maybe he's not anymore? I feel like he's that way somewhere. I'm definitely not going to survive this. I'm so nervous. Okay, we found the submersible. Good. There's not usually anything in here, though. I got to be careful. I can't run. If I run, it gives me away. It opened a door. Chat, it fucking opened a door. Ooh. I can move that if I want to. I don't want to go this way, but I have to go this way. I'm sure as fuck not going that way. I'm looking for stuff, but all the stuff is super hidden. I probably need to make my way back to the bridge. Hopefully he's traveled out this way. And as long as I don't cross paths with him. Is that the steamy one? Fuck, it is. Oh, but I can go around it. Oh no. Oh no. He's down that way. Did you see the lights? Oh, I gotta run. I think me running there attracted him to a part of the ship I wasn't on. I think he went to where my sound was. If you ever see the green lights flicker, it is definitely around. So at least this monster is easy to figure out where they are. If you see blinky lights, get the fuck out. Oh, dude, I did not open all these doors. It's just wandering around opening doors. Like crazy. It's kind of funny. There should be stairs. Yep. Deck 6, okay. Camera. Okay, that's just a regular flickering light, not... Okay, this is where I came from, so I've already explored this. Already explored that. Let's go up one more. Oh, he's coming again. Shit. Camera, but it can't see that far. Damn it, wrong one. Nothing. Literally nothing. Oh, well. I didn't realize that this looked out on the stairs. The music stopped. Oh wow, I closed it before I got in here. That's actually kind of cool. I'm looking for flickering lights. He opened a door somewhere. I don't see any flickering lights though. Where's that other fuel? There it is. He closed that door, chat. Oh no, he blew it off. There is no door now. That's weird. I've never seen that before. I'm going so slow, I know, but I have to. Oh, nope, he's right there. Did you see him? I saw him. Thankfully, I don't believe he heard me. He must have moved on because the lights stopped flickering. They are a little bit here. You have to be careful about these stairs. God damn it. Oh no. Fuck, I'm dead. He was behind me, so that's the thing that gets me with him is he'll close a door and it looks like he's there. Oh well, we tried it, boys. We tried. Also, this one was kind of a shitty run through just because I couldn't find any of the things. Like, I legit could not. I found 2 gas tanks. That was it. I didn't find any pumps. I didn't find any chains. Oh, I did find the welding kit, which is rare. It's hard to find, but I didn't find anything really useful, which is kind of a bummer. Okay. Okay, this one, yep. There we go. We're gonna, oh, fuse. Okay. Oh, we're on this side, son of a bitch. Okay, this side sucks. Not a fan of this side. Okay, that... Oh, it looks like the submarine light, but it's not. Oh, hey, a fuse. That's actually very useful, especially because down in these floors are rooms that need they need electricity to open. Radio, I'll take it. I was hoping there was something else cool here, but there isn't. Okay. Man, I will eventually get lucky and beat this game, but it will take years probably. Oh, letter. Breakable? Yeah, I can take it. I've got enough stuff. Enough room anyway. The problem with picking up breakables is that you have to throw them. You can't simply drop them. So if you want to make room in your inventory, you have to make noise. There's no other way around it. You're going to make noise if you're going to make room in your inventory by getting rid of a smashable. Fuck, we got the brute. I hate the brute. The brute's my least favorite. He always kills me the quickest. He spawns super early, and he's very quick. Oh, yes. Okay, I have a radio, so I need to have the radio ready to trick the brute when the time comes. And I need to get the hell out of here. I need to find stairs. Yep. All right, we'll check this next floor up. Oh, we can't. Fuck. If I find a pump on the front, on the front of the ship or where the life raft is, and I find duct tape in a drawer there somewhere, I can beat it because the chain is the rarest one. This is the third chain I've ever found in this game. Ever. I've only ever found it 3 times when I've played this game. So I need to take advantage of perhaps the lifeboat. Problem is, I have to move the lifeboat into position. So I need to explore this area. Yeah, I guess he just knows, yeah. Well, the life raft is the most realistic one. I could see, like, knowing how to fly a helicopter or knowing how to use the submersible. But I don't see you being able to do all those things. Where is it? Oh, it's... No! No, Chad, I fucking goofed. Oh, he's coming, boys. Yeah, up. Up, 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 up. Okay, did he hear? Oh. This floor is useless. I need to get to the bridge. But now I have to be able to get out of here. Okay, please have something useful in here. Please. A fucking smashable, chat. Damn it. Okay, let's move this up. And then add this in. have the radio ready. Oh shit. Hang on. He's right there. He doesn't know! He doesn't know, chat. Bro is just breaking shit. Like, I'm safe. The problem is that he's so close I can't risk coming out. He's right there. I don't see anything useful over there, unfortunately. Oh, I have to get by that camera. That's going to be too difficult. I don't think he can hear you just walk, but he can hear you run. I could be wrong. I didn't want to risk it. So we know he's that way somewhere. Once I break line of sight, I should be okay to push for the submersible. Yep. Don't need to go over the top. It's actually a little bit slower. I'm afraid that he broke... I'm afraid that he broke the chain in the thing. Could be wrong. Well, I want to go all the way down to where the submersible is. Yep, okay, so here's where the submersible is. It's on deck 1. Okay. but there's nothing actually in there with the submersible, so let's check the decks nearby. Fuck. Do I have a fuse? I do. I have two. That... Fuck, he's coming, chat. He's nearby. Nope, I'm getting away from that. He's definitely down there. I'm not risking it. I hate these decks because they're hard to navigate without having long lines of sight where they can see you. Well, I can't hear him now, so we're okay. He's like down on the third deck, second deck, somewhere around there. He's gonna have to move all the way back up and come all the way back across the ship again. Did he see me? Why did he yell? Yeah, I don't know how he could have possibly seen me. Maybe he found a door open or something where I'd been. Yeah, the fact that I didn't hear footsteps tells me that he wasn't that close. But it is like he found a door I'd gone into or something and got pissed. It's nice of him to announce where he was. Okay, camera's not looking at me if I get around this corner. Fuel. Not very useful compared to the stuff that I have. Oh, shit. Dude, he's so fast. You think that you have a little bit of time to go from side to side? You do not. Like now I feel like I need to go all the way back to where the submersible is, and I literally just got here. Oh, that's interesting. Damn, he's close. There's not another door, right? No. fuck this, chat? Not a fan. Every time I think he's going away, every time, he comes close again. Yeah, I saw, yeah. Every time I think he's going away, dude. Oh, it fucking saw, Chad. It didn't see! It didn't see! Bro! God, dude. See, he stopped. He hasn't, I was going to say, he hasn't walked away. He stops every now and then, and it tricks you into thinking that he's gone. He's not gone. Does stream die? It is programmed to linger around. Steam, good. I need a fuel pump for over here. I'm far enough away, I think I can make a little bit of space on him. And what I may do is I may go through the underneath. Dude, if I go, unfortunately, if I go to the engine room, I will be trapped in there. I'll have to use the calls, which I have a fuse, so maybe I can. I'm gonna try it, but if this fucking thing sees me down here, I'm so dead. Where's the fuse box for this one? I don't know, but I don't want to risk it. Let's just go. Oh, there it is. Right, because I have 2 fuses. Fuck it. These doors are so glitchy though, dude. Okay, we got security. Oh, another one. May be useful, but come on, duct tape. Fuck. Dude, I'm pretty much dead here because of the steam. The steam creates a problem. I actually think I'll leave the... No, I don't need to leave the sub-battery. I'm grabbing that in case he broke it. I didn't actually check it. The problem here is the steam's going to slow me down so much that I will not be able to get past him. Someone who's played this game before, tell me what the security thing does. I think he gets distracted by something. I don't know. Like he thinks he hears something, maybe. What good is the security feed, chat? What does the security feed actually do? Why do I want to put a fuse in to look at a security feed which is 4 cameras that don't show anything? I'm actually going to look this up really quick. Yeah, security room. What is the good of this? Oh, okay. Are static textures. There are 4 different textures in total, and they are merely for decoration. I knew it. They are for decoration. Oh, that is correct. That may save my life later on. Oh, he came through here, chat. So the engine room is usually back this way and around some corners. There's like a special door. The door looks different. I'm dead. Dude, here's the thing. I thought he is on the same floor as me, so I'm going to go up a floor, and then if he tears through the door, it will be underneath me, and I can jump through this door, right? That was wrong. How did he end up on... Just bad luck. Well, all right. Thank you all for joining today's stream. Probably what I'll do is whenever I've got like a little bit of free time, we will like play a couple times of Monstrum until I finally get this. Instead of dedicating like a whole day to it, whenever the stream kind of like I end a game at say like 5 and I got an hour, fuck it. We'll play a little bit of Monstrum, see if we can get through it. Tomorrow is movie night. So everybody come join us. We're going to watch the last 3 episodes of Murder Drones. And then after that, I'm thinking maybe the FNAF movie next Wednesday. Maybe, if I can find a copy of it somehow. Yeah, it is a fucking great game, but it is very frustrating when you go 6 hours and you keep getting killed. I think it's actually probably better if you do it a couple of times, like you take a couple shots at it. It's sort of the same thing like if you ever look up how to like have good aim in a shooting game, right? The 2 big suggestions that you always hear other than Name Trainer or whatever is have a good position and stay calm. And that stay calm is really, really important. When you start to panic, you start making really, really bad decisions, you know, and in the case of like sniping or shooting, you whiff your shots. But in the case of this game, you accidentally, like you'll panic and run. Now it hears you, right? Or you run right into it, which I've done a couple of times. So I sat right there and I stayed calm. It still got my ass. C'est la vie, say the old folks. All right, boys, I am out of here. Everybody have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow.